2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. It'll be the Sacramento Kings going up against the Houston Rockets. And for Houston, their season starts away from home. Presents an interesting challenge. Every team wants to start out the year right, but they're going to have to block out a lot of noise to grab that first victory. And you love the build-up to a new season. Lots of anticipation. Shaq, what are you looking for?
There were some VIMs this offseason.
Very interesting moves.
Oh, you like that? Okay,
Yeah.
I understand. And you got to understand, that kind of shift, that right there can shift the balance of power.
Wow. Last year, the Eastern and Western Conference was balanced out. Well, we'll see if the trend reverses this year.
And that'll take it right up to tip as we go courtside.
And a glimpse of the team as they arrive. A well-dressed and well-groomed group. The Houston Rockets making their way off the bus in anticipation of tonight's game. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. Looking down upon the Tower Bridge spanning the Sacramento River here in the capital of California. We're wearing our costumes. We hope you are too. Happy Halloween as 2K Sports presents the NBA. D8.
Rockets coach Mike Dan.
Whatever works, David. Thanks. Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Tucker and Capella are up front. And it's House in at the 3. And for the Kings, Fox at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bielitsa. And it's Dedmon in at center. Harden surveying the D. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Barnes.
Well, a lot of players can get hot, but nobody can match Harden when he gets locked in. The way he can create space and drill shots from deep, really impossible to guard.
Here's Fox. Over Westbrook.
A good defensive effort from Westbrook there. When he uses his quickness and length, he can take a shooter out of their rhythm.
From the arc. No good that time. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. And with Harden, he not only gets hot for a game, but stays hot, Greg, for longer periods of time.
And you saw that last year with a streak of 30 and 40-point games. For weeks, he can dominate and really frustrate defenses, and there isn't anything you can do about it.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Strong and long. Those are the two things that make Harrison Barnes a nice scoring option for this team.
Harden against Hield. Harden outside. Here's Capella. Dedmon with the block.
Well, Dedmon's reach is a huge advantage there to help him tally some more blocked shots.
A 3 from Barnes. That shot no good. The Rockets have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Outside, Fox. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Dedmon throws it down.
Now we get used to this. Dedmon on the receiving end of the alley-oop.
Outside Westbrook. And it's Bielitsa with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Harden.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Barnes. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far. The Rockets have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Outside Westbrook. Over Fox. No good on that one. And And Sacramento will go the other way with it. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
Well, these two teams will see plenty of each other, as this is the first of 4 contests between them this year.
And hopefully this one sets the tone for what we're going to see in the other 3 games against these teams. They'll both be sort of measuring each other out here in the first quarter.
And now the Kings, fast break. Shot by Hield, nobody around. A three-pointer, no good. Outside Westbrook. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Well, Westbrook draws so much attention, so takes advantage there, finds a teammate.
Barnes outside. From the line, the Rockets pull it in. It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stop.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
And it's Fox with the ball for Sacramento. Here's Dedmon. That's tipped. And Capella over to help. Rocket 6. Barnes can't get it to go. Last game for Houston, they picked up the win against the Wizards in Washington. And finished off by Westbrook.
I know it's just 2, but man, that's a nice 2. Westbrook with the insane creativity.
Outside, Fox. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the basket by Harden.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Kings have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter.
Well, they've been striving towards it for years now, and the Kings are finally one of the premier up-tempo teams.
Well, it works for them when you have a guy like De'Aaron Fox out there to blast off on any possession. You surround him with great shooters in Bogdanovich and Hield. Puts a lot of pressure on the defense on a nightly basis throughout the course of a regular season.
Fox, no good.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to...
Oh, that was huge!
Incredible. And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Outside Fox. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. Number 1, the Kings.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
Here's Westbrook. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
Again, more attack mode play from Russell Westbrook. He just puts it on the deck and draws contact.
Well, hard to believe that Russell Westbrook has now gone 3 consecutive seasons averaging a triple-double.
Remember, Kevin, just how much we were flipping out about the possibility of somebody doing this again since Oscar Robertson, and now Russell doing it 3 straight years. It's just a mind blower.
Here's Barnes. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Barnes has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And providing the support, boy, they need it. That stops a 12-0 run by Houston.
Outside Westbrook. Shoots over Fox. Westbrook, no good.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
The pass to Barnes. Outside, Fox. Poked away. Shot clock at 6. Pulls it from 20. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Fox with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against Charlotte. And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. Sacramento making some changes. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedman. Riza comes in for Bielitsa. And it's Bogdanovich in for Buddy Hield. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Houston. It's Ariza on the wing. Defended by Gordon. Puts it up from 17. Gordon with the defensive effort. Houston leading by 6. Here's Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
Well, great shooting off the pass. Get the feet set, good balance. Bogdanovich dangerous.
Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Opening night, Brent, always exciting. Technically, every team is undefeated with a lot of hope.
You're just fired up. I mean,
I am fired
The
up.
NBA never stops, Kevin. We know this, right?
Isn't it great, though? I'm so glad it doesn't stop.
The offseason is just absolutely ridiculously
so fun.
exciting.
So fun.
So much movement and hope for franchises that, have struggled for a long time. And here we go. Hope springs eternal. It's opening night.
Joseph against Rivers. A 3 from Bogdanovich. Tyson Chandler pulls it in.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Now here's Rivers. 11 points for him in that last game against Washington. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Shoots from 12. That shot missing, so Houston will take it the other way. Lays it up off the glass. Tucker's got his second bucket of the night.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Rivers against Joseph. Outside, Bogdanovich. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Bogdanovich has got 5 points so far.
Pretty smooth screen and roll there. Got to be up on Bogdanovich.
Rivers kicks to Gordon. And the shot goes in.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Now Joseph. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Ariza against Cephalosha. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Pass to Cephalosha. There's the triple. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
The Kings trail by 10. Pass to Ariza. Pass to Barnes. Tries again. Chandler with the block.
Chandler takes his defense seriously. That's what he gets paid for, utilizing his outstanding length to stifle shooters.
Houston moving the ball around. Kicks it out to Gordon. This is to Rivers over Joseph. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Sacramento. Trailing by 10.
Got to have good court awareness, and it was on display right there from Bogdanovich.
Rivers against Joseph. Rivers passes to Gordon. From downtown, it's hauled in by the Kings. Here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
Yeah, Barnes making that dunk look really easy.
Houston leading by 6. And here's Gordon. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Wizards in Washington. Here's Rivers. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. And the Rockets lead by 8.
Now that's a big part of how Austin Rivers is making his living, attacking out of the pick and roll.
And Holmes now top of the key. Outside Bogdanovich. Doesn't go that time. Gordon with the defensive effort. Now the pass to Tucker. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And now it's a 10-point Rocket lead.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
And so it's the Houston Rockets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back right after this. Russell Westbrook has surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
At small forward and power forward, it's Ariza and Barnes. Corey Joseph is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Holmes in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Cephalosha misses. The Kings trail by 10. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit, probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Ariza. Rivers against Joseph. Rivers can't get it to go.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
Holmes, good.
And Sacramento seems like a great fit for Luke Walton. Team's approach on offense really matches his own. Should never be a shortage of scoring for the Kings.
We wonder how it is that Luke Walton did his studying coming into this season with how much success last year Dave Yeager had in getting these guys to push the ball up the floor. Luke Walton believes that anyone can rebound and bring it up, and they have the kind of guys who could do that on this roster.
A drive by Barnes over Cephalosha. Barnes can't get it to go. Rockets leading by 6. Cephalosha passes to Rivers. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Bielitsa comes in for Harrison Barnes. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Fox in for Joseph. Bielitsa against Rivers, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game. Even, Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown that he can function as either the point or off guard and still give great production from either spot. And as he grows older, you could see him being a top-level 6th man for the rest of his career.
It's Harden with the drive. Now here's McLemore outside. The Rockets with another miss. The Kings trail by 7. Ariza outside. The dish to Fox. He kicks it to Heel. Fires from the line. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And it's Harden slamming it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Timeout called by the Kings. Brent, for your money, who's the most complete player in the NBA right now?
Over the course of the past 2 years, nobody has impressed me more with his complete game than Kevin Durant. What he has done defensively has just been tremendous. And I know you have guys like Giannis, you have guys like Harden, you have guys like LeBron James, who are incredible players.
And Kawhi, what he did last year. Yeah.
But Kevin Durant, to me, still is one of the most impressive complete players that we have in the game. Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Here's Fox. Again, the miss by the Kings.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Westbrook passes to Harden. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Here's Fox. And Capella sends it back. And they'll keep possession. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Dedmon. Westbrook with it. 17 points for him last game against the Wizards in Washington.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Dedmon. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Now here's McLemore outside. And his third shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3. A step-back shot here. It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Fox.
Fox, not a jump shooter, just doing a great job of mixing it up offensively now.
Now here's Westbrook. Rebound by the Kings. Dedmon's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Fox passes to Ariza. Count it. Good. Ariza's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, the more Fox does that, the more he's going to be looked at like a leader.
Pass to House. Wide open. And it's good off the back rim and in. And the Rockets lead by 12.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Outside, Fox. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, Kevin. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates.
Up top, Dedmon. Capella covering. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Kings shooting their first free throw of the night. And so he hits the technical free throw. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
And Westbrook throws it down hard.
So fast and so aggressive. Hard to stop Westbrook when he's tearing down the court like he did there.
Fox against Westbrook. Fox kicks to Dedmon. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got assist number 5 here tonight.
And remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Pass to House. Passes to Harden. Takes a 3. That shot is off. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That will complete this 4-game homestand. To the inside. Here's Hield. Good work defensively by Harden.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
But they recover it. Capella, the pass to Tucker. To the middle. Second chance shot. And Harden with the basket on the assist by House. 23 points for James Harden.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Hield finds Fox. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Capella. It's Harden with the drive. Good D by Ariza.
That's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
With the floater, it's rebounded by Houston. Here's Harden, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's got 11 points in the quarter.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Ariza outside from deep. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really, for a long time, the specter hanging over Buddy Hield was he's the player who was traded for DeMarcus Cousins. Hard billing to live up to, but he has made some giant leaps with his development.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Harrison Barnes comes in for Bielitsa. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Fox. And it's Gordon missing. And Hield has slowly but surely turned himself into one of the elite shooters in the NBA.
And guys, to be as locked in as he is from deep with his height and release is deadly. He's the kind of player who gets better as his teammates get better around him, and he is just now finding his stride.
Shoots from 12. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Holmes got 4 rebounds in this game. On the wing, Hield. Defended by Gordon. Hield kicks to Joseph. And the pass to Holmes. And Capella sends it back.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
A nice shot by Tucker.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Joseph, and Capella sends it back.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
I mean, can you imagine 3 knee surgeries and then pulling off something like that? Westbrook, athleticism personified.
Hield outside. Pass to Holmes. And Capella sends it back. Gordon dishes to Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And Joseph kicks to Heald. Pass to Bogdanovich to stop the run. Hands it from downtown. Bogdanovich has got 10 points.
I think he's just going to get more and more confident from behind the arc and become a more consistent scorer in this league as time goes by.
Now Westbrook. He's got 10. From deep. James Harden getting it done for the Houston Rockets. A terrific quarter for him. And now he has a total of 27 points. Shouldn't take him long to get up over 30. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 27 points, 2 assists. And that'll...
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
So on the floor for Houston, Tucker and Capella are up front. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's House in at the 3, the small forward.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Up top, Fox. He's covered by Westbrook. Kept alive. Bjelica and Capella sends it back.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And a boon it was for the Rockets to be able to keep Clint Capella. A great fit with the team and gives them exactly what they need on the interior.
On the wing, Barnes. Again, the miss by the Kings.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And Greg Capella, who was taken near the end of the first round back in 2014 in the draft, has developed well during his time with Houston.
And Capella's game has really taken off in the last few seasons. He looks to be a double-double machine for this team for the next handful of years, and that is exactly what they need.
And a deep 3 from Harden. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6 assists in the game. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Kings. They're scoreless since the first half. Stolen by Westbrook. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Timeout called by the Kings.
And just wondering, with Russell Westbrook and the 3 seasons under his belt in Oklahoma City is averaging a triple-double, what is he capable of doing in this Houston Rockets offense? And more importantly, how do Russell Westbrook and James Harden coexist?
Fox passes to Barnes. On the wing, Heald. Cans the shot from the wing. Heald's got 5 points so far.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Houston.
And with Westbrook and his usage rates, it was once over 40%. But, Brett, that has dropped in the last couple of years.
Yeah, it might drop a little bit more here, Kevin, with James Harden being Russell Westbrook's teammate. You just wonder how much stylistically it's going to change. This offense has always been about the three-point attack, and that's not a strong suit of Russell Westbrook's. However, the havoc he creates, that works just about anywhere.
And the Kings pushing it up now. Hield with the bucket. Rockets have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Harden outside. Kicks it to Westbrook. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Fox. Softly drops in the floater. Fox has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Just Fox being impossible to contain right there on the drive.
And here's Westbrook. He's got 12. Passes it to Tucker for the 3. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Well, all eyes on Westbrook defensively. It helps to make this play work as he delivers on time and on target.
And there's the pass to Fox. Six to shoot. Dedmon in the corner. Rebounded by Capella.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Here's Barnes. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's hits Harden with the drive, and the shot is good. Harden's got 39.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Barnes outside. Shoots from 12. Count it. Barnes has got 14 points.
Barnes likes to do his damage around that area, fluid in the mid-range.
Outside Westbrook. Shoots. Almost, but it rolls out.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Hield can't hit. For Houston, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Harden against Bielitsa. Outside Westbrook. And Harden with the basket on the assist from Westbrook. Harden's got 14 points here in the second half.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
Harden against Hield. And here's Barnes for 3. Barnes with another miss. Houston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Outside Westbrook. From deep three-point range, Sacramento grabs the miss. Dedmon's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Hield can't hit.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Pass to Tucker. Back to Harden. Double team on Westbrook. He kicks it to Tucker. Outside, House. Houston gets it back. Capella, the pass to Harden. Down low. And some nice passing there by Houston. And that one's good. House.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Hield against Harden. And there's a whistle. That goes on Daniel House. That's his first foul. Some changes for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Riza comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Bogdanovich in for Hield. Houston with a big group substitution here. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Gordon comes in for Daniel House. McLemore's checked in for James Harden. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Perhaps the biggest breakout star last year from the 2017 draft class, De'Aaron Fox. Greg, he was sensational.
Kevin, the difference between a year one and a year two player was never displayed better than the improvement that Fox showed. His shot, vision, and decision-making all started to catch up to that incredible athleticism.
I think it's been kind of cool to watch Austin Rivers play under his dad, Doc, a shifty combo guard with fantastic skills.
Here's Ariza. That one doesn't go. Nice D from Chandler. Pass to Rivers. Outside Gordon. Rivers kicks to Gordon. 6 feet out. Bank shot, no good.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Here's Rivers. 7 points in the game. Passes it to McLemore. The pass to Gordon. Jacks up a three. Rebound by the Kings. To the paint. Here's Ariza. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And it's easy to see why a team would want Ariza on their roster. Makes the right decisions, mentors young players, and is well respected throughout the league.
Are there any players, Brent, you have been surprised with how good they've become?
Well, last year, the evolution of Pascal Siakam and what he was able to do in Toronto was just out of nowhere. And what an incredible run he had, being a huge part of getting that team into the NBA Finals for the first time. Canada saw finals basketball, the birthplace of basketball.
The Toronto Huskies, you're right.
Pascal Siakam last year was such a huge eye-opener.
How about his game one in the finals? Unbelievable.
Tremendous, and great confidence, and the way that he can play, Kevin, very difficult to match up against. Shooting threes, transition, long on defense. It'll be interesting to see in the years to come how far Pascal Siakam comes in the league.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Gordon inside. He's covered by Bogdanovich. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, Eric Gordon is always a threat as a 2-guard to score. However, the defense gets a little too physical with him there, which is why he gets to the free throw line.
Now, when he came into the league, Eric Gordon was tagged as a shooter. Now he's been shooting more than ever.
And Gordon the last few seasons has been shooting, how about this, over 8 threes a game. His success rate with them has gone up and down over the years, but one thing is for sure, he always has the green light.
And Fox gets it to go.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Rivers with it. 7 points in the game. He dishes it to Gordon. Fires the three. Shot clock reset for the Rockets. Three-pointer. The offensive rebound. Chandler. And the rejection by Holmes. Ariza dishes to Joseph. Here's Bogdanovich. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Well, Bogdanovich, we saw a little bit of this during the All-Star weekend. He can play with a little bit of flair, and you know he's confident when he starts to show those signs.
Rivers passes to Gordon. A 3-ball. Joseph with the rebound.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Fox, no good.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Rivers kicks to McLemore. Chandler outside. Dishes it to Rivers. Houston needs to get a shot off. Fader on the way. Misses off the left iron.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Fox passes to Joseph. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Bogdanovich, no luck. Houston in total control. Now here's Rivers. He's got 7. To end the drought. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Rockets have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
I felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
Fox against Rivers. Now Fox. He's got 12. From deep. That one doesn't drop.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
James Harden getting it done for the Houston Rockets. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Corey Joseph. Swanigan is out there with Farrell. And it's James in at small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Kings.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And here's Rivers. Many players now signing shorter contracts in free agency. You've talked about this a lot. Does it make it harder or easier for the super teams?
Well, I think it makes it easier because all of a sudden a star player from another team becomes available that you could latch him on to somewhere else.
Any examples you could throw out there? That
I don't want to get into the specifics.
Okay,
of it.
I understand.
I think we've seen it over the past 3 or 4 years with some of our star guys. And
yes.
I don't fault them because they're getting smarter. Players are a lot smarter about what it is that they can do with having the very few times, Kevin, that you have a say in your career as to where it is that you're going to play, and more importantly, the potential for what it is that financially you can make.
And playing for a championship.
For a championship, for potentially the opportunity to play with somebody who you've always thought you could either elevate their play or they could elevate yours. This is not going away anytime soon.
Here's Farrell to the wing on the left. Left side, Joseph. And that one is off. The Rockets go the other way with it. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Farrell passes to Joseph. Here's Farrell. He's guarded by Rivers. Makes it off the glass.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And he uses the glass on the layup.
That's what you get with a bigger guard, a guy that can carve out a little bit more space, and Rivers does a good job that time.
And here's Farrell. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Outside, Joseph. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Gabriel. Nice D from Chandler.
That's great defense, and he's a player who can struggle in the face of some really tough interior D.
And that one is good. McLemore's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Chandler's so good at using his height to see over the top of the defense to deliver.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
For Houston, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. McLemore, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Farrell looking around. Pass to Joseph. Brent, we have seen some international showcase games the last few years. Do you like that trend?
Oh, absolutely. I like the fact that our league, we know how global it is with how many players from different countries are represented throughout the rosters around the league. But for our game to travel around to London and to Mexico City and have an opportunity for those fans to see what NBA basketball is like, I think it's an absolute win for the NBA.
I'd like to see more, actually.
Well, more time for those teams. The timing of some of those trips for some teams are a little bit tough in terms of the travel, but their appearances there mean so much more to grow the game globally. There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Farrell passes to Joseph. Kings moving the ball around. Here's Farrell. He's guarded by Rivers. Inside, Swanigan. And he goes in for the dunk.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Pass to Cephalosha. Back to McLemore. Here's Rivers. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Joseph. And a change for the Rockets. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Tyson Chandler. The Kings shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Here's Farrell. He's guarded by Rivers. Farrell gets the bucket.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Houston's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Now here's McLemore. James covering. Passes it to Rivers. Sacramento grabs the miss. Dedmon's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Farrell. He's guarded by Rivers. Here's Dedmon. From outside, off the mark. For Houston, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Here's Hartenstein. Dedmon with the block. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. The steal. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Here's Swanigan, and again it's Sacramento converting.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Now here's Rivers. Not a lot of room. Got a hand on it. Here's Farrell. Got a piece of it. Cephalosha with it. The dish now to McLemore. Back to Cephalosha. There's the pass to Anderson. The fadeaway. Swanigan pulls it in.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
And it's James missing. The Rockets shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Pass to McLemore. Here's Hartenstein. Kicks it to Cephalosha. Offensive rebound. A nice shot by Hartenstein.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Pass to Swanigan. Down low. Here's Dedmon. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 11 rebounds. And the contract structure for NBA first-rounders, 2 years guaranteed, 2 years of team options, qualifying offer. Brent, should we consider changing that up?
I think it's working pretty well, Kevin. I think every front office is out there trying to find players out there that are giving you value beyond your contract. And that happens a lot when you're a team that has a first-round pick, 1 through 10, 1 through 20, and you hit on a draft choice. You potentially could get 3 years, and sometimes 4, when you have incredible players coming into the league as their first year, changing franchises around. But a player that's providing way more value than the contract that they're getting at that time. So I don't see that changing much. It gives teams a long enough time to evaluate the talent coming in.
Seems to be working.
It does, and the players that prove it are looking at the calendar saying, did I fast forward 3 years? Because I really like to cash in on what I'm doing for you.
Now here's Rivers. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And that one is good from Hartenstein. And here's Farrell. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. 13 feet away. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Yeah, great execution there. The turnaround, such a difficult shot to defend.
Now Rivers. Player salary is obviously a large investment, Brent. What are some other investments that owners can make to help their team get better, either on the floor or off?
Massive one, Kevin, obviously, is in terms of your players' wellness and what it is that you're doing with your physical therapy staff, your strength and conditioning staff, because you want these guys available at the best and maximum potential physically that they can give you. A lot of teams, quite frankly, in the past couple of seasons, Kevin, looking into other ways, holistic therapies, mental approach that they can have mental wellness for their players as part of their programming. So teams that think you build some beautiful practice facility and just let the guys go bounce the ball around and shoot are absolutely missing.
Yes.
Yeah, they're missing the boat on what it is that their players require, need to be complete as people.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. And the Kings with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Farrell passes to Gabriel. Here's Farrell. He's guarded by Rivers. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Dedmon. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Well, when Dedmon is on the roll, he's anticipating the pass and can be devastating getting off the screen.
Here's Clark. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Rivers dishes to Clark. Brent, a lot of teams will be paying that luxury tax, and that is a tough thing for a lot of owners to swallow. Is this the best method to deter teams from going over the cap and overspending and outspending smaller markets?
You're hitting the nail on the head, Kevin, because there are some teams, as much as you said it's tough for some teams to swallow, there are other teams that never see that pill.
Right.
And they're willing to go as far as they need to go in order to put a championship team on the floor. It seems to be working, but the question you had for me, was it a deterrent right now? I don't know if it's as significant as it needs to be. We know the repeater tax certainly hurts some teams, but there are still teams that are willing to spend, Kevin, and that's really tough on small market teams who want to avoid that at all costs.
Back to Rivers. Passes it to Cephalosha. 5 to shoot. Here's Hartenstein. Over Dedmon. The pass to Rivers. Pass to Clark. The 3. Drains the three-pointer.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Pass to Gabriel. Pass to James. Here's Farrell, guarded by McLemore. Fires the three, and Yogi Ferrell gets the three.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, James. Congrats on the win. What's your team's mindset right now in terms of approach?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it for...